welcome to Real Kiwi Fishing. This week, Stevo and I were up in the far north. We actually left the boat behind today. What we're going to do is we're headed out off Rangiputa. We've driven on to the beach. We're driving around and we're heading up the harbour to a spot we fished up in the boat. Now, we were up here the other day and we got hammered on some real nice fish in a hole. There's a 14 metre hole up here and it fished really well. So what we thought we'd do now, leave the boat behind, grab the Surfcasters, we'll drive along the beach here. We marked the spot where the hole was off the land there by a tree, so we know exactly where to go from the beach. So it's a real good idea if you're out on the boat and you're finding these holes in close to the land. What you do is you just mark the spot off the land there by a tree, house or whatever it is, and then you know you can drive there, get there in the car, take your Surfcasters and have a go for some of those fish that are there. So we were getting some good fish up to about 8 pound, smallest sort of around that 3 or 4 pound. So what we're hoping today is we'll flick a few baits out off the land here, off the sand, and get hooked into some of these nice fish. So fingers crossed, the fish are here. It's nice and overcast. The hole was about 14 metres, so it's deep enough, and it's looking real fishy. The only downfall with this harbour, it's so crystal clear and clean. I don't know if the fish are going to sort of be here, but it's overcast. So hopefully we get a good shot at some of these fish that were in the hole here the other day. Get the rods out, flick out a bait and get into it. So we've made it to our spot, got our first baits out. Now this is a area that we've never fished before off the land, so it's a new spot for me. I would think maybe early morning, late evening, with a rising tide maybe. There is a hole out here in front of us at about 14 metres, so it's deep enough. And I was hoping, with it being overcast, fish may come in. But like I was saying, it's got the white sand, crystal clear water, so it's, I don't know whether the fish are going to be too spooked to come in here during the day. But it's a beautiful place, and it's just a sort of prospecting time for us. I'll be heading back up here in January, so I was thinking we'll just come along, have a look, flick a line out, see what happens. But it's just more to have a look around, prospect, and maybe once the tides are correct, timing's correct, late evening, early morning, might be a different story. Hopefully get some snapper and maybe even some trebs. Could even maybe chuck a popper around, who knows. But this harbour is just well known for its snapper and big trebs and kings, so you just never know. And it's just a beautiful day anyway. It's our last day, we're heading home. Thought we'd just go and chuck a line in and just see what happens. But yeah, beautiful area, real nice white sand. We're in the harbour and it's very accessible for anybody that's got, I'd say a four-wheel drive would be your best bet. But as you can see, just a beautiful place. So yep, back up here in January with the family. I think we'll come down here, have a late afternoon picnic, and I'll chuck a line out and we'll see if it actually holds fish here in this hole here. Just fishing off the beach. Rangiputa. Oh, it's gone. Oh. Yeah. fine bottle. Then it screamed too. What a screamer! Hooked up to a nice fish. Dropped the hook. Well, that was a bit of fun. Missed a good fish there. Just grabbed it, ran, thought it hooked up. Spat the bait though. Felt like a real good snapper, but you just never know. So yeah, I'll be back here with the family in January, so I'll have another shot and probably get another February trip in, and I'll come down and have another go. Get a better tide, sort of late evening, early morning. Sure to hold some good snapper in here. So yeah, a lot of fun anyway. Had a couple of hours spare. It was more to get down here and have a look, or get into it next time.